Hey everyone, you're watching Anime of Jackson. In this video, I'm talking about what it takes to be an anime otaku or an anime fan. Firstly, the idea of this video came along because I was researching information to do a different video, and I found this article and I decided to read it thinking that it might give me some information that I needed. Actually, in turn, gave me the inspiration to do a completely different video instead. It was about the 5 stages of being an anime otaku, and it was in its first stage. So right at the beginning of the article where I read something and I don't know if I've taken it wrong, but I have read it in a particular way and I've gone, hold up, that doesn't sound right to me. Let me read the particular paragraph out to you. Now this first stage I was talking about was the barely hanging on stage, and it's referring to like when you were a child and you're watching Pokemon and Digimon and all of that, and that there was perfectly fine. It was more so the last paragraph, how I've interpreted it, they've undermined quite a lot of people in the anime community, and it really got me thinking as to what it takes to be not just an anime otaku but an anime fan, because I have heard throughout the years people going, oh no, you're not an anime fan because you haven't done this or you haven't seen this. So here is the paragraph, and I'm sorry I'm going to read it off my phone. Not to be an anime elitist, but I think I can speak on behalf of the rest of the community when I say that it's not enough to be considered an otaku. And that's referring to the previous paragraph of talking about series that you watched as a child, like Pokemon and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball, and eventually you've kind of grow out. But let's continue reading. To put it simply, people on this stage watch anime series only if they are immensely popular. A lot of people that watch anime because they're immensely popular, and they're still anime fans in my opinion. This isn't limited to the legendary ones like Pokemon and Ranma, but also newer series like Sword Art Online, the first season, and One Punch Man. Now that's where I'd have an issue. Now I don't mind how I took that first part, forgetting about the whole try not to be an anime elitist thing at the start, but saying that it's not exactly enough to be considered an anime otaku or an anime fan if you've only watched Pokemon and Digimon and whatnot when you were a child. Okay, if you're watching it now, you might be watching other things. If you're a child, I don't really think it's fair to call a child an anime otaku or an anime fan. They're just fans of cartoons because, for one, they don't understand the difference. When I was a child and I was watching Pokemon and Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, all those other anime, to me, they were cartoons. They weren't anything different. They were just cartoons. They were children TV shows. So, therefore, I don't think it's fair to call a child an anime fan. But it's when they take a strike at other series, the newer ones, like Sword Art Online, again, how I put it, the first one, and One Punch Man. Now, these series are immensely popular. Why is watching Sword Art Online and One Punch Man not making you an anime fan? That's where I take issue, and I don't know if I've taken it wrong. Not that that's the only series that I've watched quite a fair bit. It's that anime. If you've watched them and you're a fan of them and you've got to call yourself an anime fan, well then yeah, go for it. Like, firstly, saying not to be an elitist kind of prepares you for the whole, oh shit, here we go. Like, first 5 words and second sentence onwards is all being an anime elitist. The last bit of that first sentence, yeah, that's fine, because that's just referring to that previous paragraph. That's everything else because of how it's undermining all these other popular series. And I do find it funny with the not trying to be, with the person going not to be an anime elitist, and they've gone, this isn't limited to the legendary ones like Pokemon and Ranma, but also the newer ones like Sword Art Online and One Punch Man. Like, what about Attack on Titan? You should have added that to the mix as well, to be honest. To me, if you've watched multiple anime, or even just one, but I'll get to why I've picked multiple, and you want to call yourself an anime fan, well then yeah, go for it. You're an anime fan. To me, you don't have to watch 50 different anime, or you have to watch the non-mainstream anime. Like, you're an anime fan, it's anime. Like, if it's mainstream or not mainstream, it's still anime, and therefore you're an anime fan. Let's keep it simple. Like, okay, you're a fan of mainstream anime. It's still anime, it's no less. I guess, firstly, how I understood the rest of the article, it was perfectly fine. It was just this one section here. What does it take to be an anime fan? And, well, to some people, you have to watch either some select shows, let's say Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, there'll be more, but those two are 2 major ones that people would put on a you must watch list. And those shows not only have been on the must watch list are therefore also considered ones that some people would go, you have to watch this to be an anime fan. You're not a fan of anime if you have not seen Death Note. Yes, you are. If you watch anime and you haven't seen Death Note, you're still an anime fan. But then, what does it take to be an anime otaku? Well, my belief is actually easier to be an anime otaku than it is to be an anime fan. Being an anime otaku to me includes having watched a couple, doesn't matter how many you've watched, but it's also the collecting. If you collect the DVDs, the Blu-rays, the manga, the light novels, all that stuff, the other collectibles, like let's say trading cards or figurines, soundtracks, wall scrolls, and other posters, like otaku. And there's other variations of being an otaku, like you got the gun otakus, for an example. In that aspect, it's actually easier to be an otaku than it is to be an anime fan, because to be an anime fan is solely about watching the anime, but being an anime otaku is also about the collecting. But then, what if you've only watched one anime? And this is going back to when I was talking about the multiple anime. If you want to see yourself an anime fan, well then yeah, go for it. If you've watched one anime, in my opinion, again, if you want to call yourself an anime fan, yeah, sure. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. Like, I don't get hurt or injured or psychologically traumatized by you calling yourself an anime fan. But maybe, especially if you don't like getting scrutinized and whatnot, it might be a little bit better to call yourself, let's say, a fan of One Punch Man. If you've only watched One Punch Man, maybe it'll be a bit better to call yourself a fan of One Punch Man, or a fan of SAO, or a fan of Attack on Titan. You're still a fan of anime, because anime is both plural and singular. So if you want to call yourself an anime fan, yeah, sure, go for it. You're actually not incorrect. Like, that's just like me saying I'm a fan of TV. Like, anime is plural and singular. And because it's both, if you've seen multiple and you want to call yourself an anime fan, yes, sure, you are definitely an anime fan. But if you've only seen one, you could go either way. And going, I'm a fan of Sword Art Online is just probably a better way of keeping out people's bad books. Okay, yeah. Even though it won't happen, like, people shouldn't really judge you for what you haven't watched. Probably a little bit more just to safeguard yourself, save you having someone go off at you and going off in a big rant and whatnot because you haven't watched Death Note or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, so in my opinion, one, it's easy to be an anime otaku than an anime fan, but if you want to call yourself an anime fan, yes, sure, go for it. Don't worry about the elitists. Don't worry about all the other idiots. Because there are idiots in our community, just like there are idiots in any other community or fandom. There are idiots and elitists in every community and fandom. And, well, let's face it, without the idiots, we wouldn't know who's smart and who is easier to get along with. If you're all robots, well, life would be a very boring place, wouldn't it? Before I finish this video, I do agree with what that one part of the paragraph said of, if you've watched Pokemon and Digimon, almost childhood anime as a kid, then it might be a little bit far-fetched to call yourself an anime fan, because you watch it as a kid, you don't exactly understand the difference between anime and cartoon. Like, you don't understand that anime is from Japan and cartoon is, or could be from anywhere. But yeah, other than that, if you want to call yourself an anime fan, go for it. If you want to call yourself an anime otaku, go for it. It doesn't affect anyone at the end of the day. It's just people trying to find an issue in something where no issue really exists. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or not with what I said of, doesn't really matter if someone wants to call themselves an anime fan or not, or if you have different beliefs, which are perfectly fine. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs and opinions. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a like or comment down in the comment section below. If you want to see more content by me, well then consider giving my channel a look at. You might find another video or two that you like the look of. Or consider subscribing to me. It'll be a great help to me, and you get to stay up to date when I upload more videos. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all next time in the next video. See ya.